Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Facebook Live series of USG Alumni Talks. My name is Dania. I work at the American Center Tashkent, and I am pleased to introduce our guest speaker, Dilshoda Rabbimova. Dilshoda Rabbimova is a SUSI Women's Leadership Development 2019 alumna. Currently, she is working as an ESL teacher in a gymnasium in Jazak. She's a dedicated language instructor and she's studying TOEFL in the present day. Dilshoda will talk about how to prepare for TOEFL and IELTS independently and the power of the networking in achieving success. Before we get started, I want to thank everyone for joining us today and remind that you are all welcome to participate in this live discussion. Please submit your questions in the chat boxes, both on YouTube and Facebook, and our wonderful speaker will respond to them after the presentation. All right, let's get it started. Dilshoda, welcome to our virtual discussion, and thanks a lot for being with us today.
All right, hello everybody, whoever listening to us, and thank you so much, US Embassy and Dania, for inviting me to this live talk. It's such a pleasure and honor for me to be here.
Thank you for being with us. I'm giving the floor to you. And here's our presentation.
Yeah, thank you so much. So guys, let's get started as we have really short time, and I'll be basing my today's presentation on the feedbacks and all this knowledge I got from my mentors and teachers so far, and I'll be elaborating on my experience with you guys. So first of all, as you know, my topic today will be independent prep for TOEFL and IELTS, and the power of networking in achieving success. So quickly, my bio, I graduated from Uzbekistan State World Language University, and I have been intern at the British School of Tashkent, and I have been SUSI alumna. Last year, I got TOEFL 101 in 2018, and IELTS like recently in March. And I'm a language instructor studying TESOL. So it's all about me. And the next. Okay, so what does it mean, like independent prep for TOEFL and IELTS? So first of all, my advice and tip for you guys who are going to study and prepare for TOEFL or IELTS independently, you gotta do your research in the first place. So what is research? You have to clarify this for bullet points. The first one is, why do you need TOEFL? Why do you need IELTS? Is it for study? Is it for work? Or is it just to brag like to other people, right? It can be a factor. And the next one is, what is the language requirement for the university you want to get in? So even personally, I didn't know my goal before taking IELTS or TOEFL, because you have to clarify what score you really need. You don't need 8 or 8.5 if your university is asking you 6.5. Of course, it will be wonderful if you get 8 or 8.5, but you don't have to like set a lot of like high bars for you if you have really limited period of time. And the third one is, how much time do you have? You can't really say that I'm going to take IELTS in 2 months and my level is like elementary and I need like 7.5. You have to clarify your time. And the last one is, what is your current level? It is really important to identify your level, because from that level you will be setting your goal. Okay. And the next one. Okay, independent prep for TOEFL and IELTS, getting started. So how do we get started? First of all, I highly recommend you to find your interest area. So what is your interest area? A lot of students, like IELTS and TOEFL students, they usually say that I have to do this practice test, this practice that. It's really boring. It's really horrifying. It's about, like in TOEFL, it will be about ecology or astrology, geology, these horrifying areas for some people. I'm not saying for all. So for the start, you have to find your interest area, because if you are interested, it will be a lot easier for you to get started. So how can I find my interest areas? Let's say that you are interested in environment, you are interested in biology, or you are interested in cooking. Okay, so you will get some texts or some paragraphs, and then for the start, of course, and then you will listen, or you will even watch some videos. Okay, and the next one is you have to expose yourself to authentic language. I'll be elaborating what I mean here when I say authentic language. It means real language, okay? It's not just TOEFL listening or IELTS listening, IELTS speaking or TOEFL speaking, okay? A real language, how people are talking outside the classroom. And the last one is making a schedule. What does it mean, making a schedule? You have to make a plan. For example, today I'll be, I hope it works for you, but it worked for me, guys. When I was preparing for IELTS, I made a schedule. I kept a journal, and every day I wrote two attainable, so that I can achieve these goals. Two achievable, measurable goals. For example, today I'll do 15 minutes speaking, or I don't know, whatever, with my friend at this time. Okay. I know sometimes it doesn't work, but you have to do your best to do it. Okay. Because little by little, you will be achieving small goals, and one day it will be big. And the next one. So sources, a few seconds ago, I talked about authentic language. What is authentic language? Real language. So guys, I'm giving these sources for you as a recommendation, okay, as a word of advice. So I hope you will like it, because I liked it. This authentic language will bring you closer to IELTS, because when somebody starts a conversation about IELTS, everybody says this book is great, this book is great, this listening is awesome, you have to do this. Okay, but before starting, even having the idea of IELTS, I strongly urge you to use different sources, okay, to warm you up, to fire your brain, okay, because you will feel a lot of relief, and then you will be closer to your goals. So how? Because you are having this authentic language exposure, okay? So the first one, I recommend you Nathaniel Drew's YouTube channel, because he talks a lot about life and then how to overcome obstacles, and not necessarily about IELTS, but he uses this beautiful authentic English language, okay? It's not in a it's not like put or excess in a structure, and his language knows no borders. And the next one is Matt Davella's YouTube channel. It's a great channel, you guys, because you will find a lot of answers, even to your life problems. And the next one is, if you're interested in watching sitcoms, I recommend you The Big Bang Theory. Here you can see my favorite character, Sheldon Cooper. Well, I learned a lot of phrases, because IELTS speaking necessarily, like basically I'll be talking about IELTS speaking here. IELTS speaking is not at all like always about using fancy words like ameliorate, or I don't know, this kind of fancy words. Okay, it's all about using authentic language, collocations, idiomatic expressions, idiomatic phrases. Okay, like using natural language. And here, from these resources, you will get these words, phrases, and a lot of real authentic language, idiomatic expressions that are not given in some books. Okay, so Big Bang Theory, I learned a lot of phrases. I will give you one phrase that I learned. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand something. You guys, you see how beautiful it is? Like, it's something, for example, boiling an egg does not take a rocket scientist. Okay, it's so easy. It means it's so easy. And the next one is Sherlock. It's a British one, so you will get accustomed to hearing British accent, like this posh accent. Okay, it's a great one, played by Benedict Cumberbatch. And then what? And then the next one is John Green's Crash Course. When I studied in TOEFL preparation course at the U.S. Embassy, my mentor was Flora Stones, and she recommended me this John Green's Crash Course, and it really helped, because he speaks really fast, and you guys, you will understand a lot of things. And the next one is Jason Silva, moderator Instagram. One of my friends recommended me like a couple of years ago, and he only uses C1 vocabulary when he talks. So my friendly advice would be, even if you don't understand some of his ideas, it will be really nice to jot down some really important ideas. And the next one is Lily Sings Comedies. If you are interested in comedies, I recommend you to watch hers, okay? And the next one, so the textbooks. So some of you may be, so guys may be telling, come on, like give us real, like help or the name of the textbook or the sources. Okay, the textbooks or channels to start with. So how I started with TOEFL. A lot of these courses come from the advice of my mentor, Flora Stones. Okay, so for TOEFL, I highly recommend you guys to start with Delta's Key to the TOEFL IBT, because in this textbook you will get a lot of knowledge about how to prepare for listening and reading. So you don't need a mentor here, okay? You don't need a mentor. Okay, so listening is about this. Reading is about this. The book is written in such a beautiful way. It is so easy to understand. All right. So to start with, Delta is a great book, and the next one is the official guide to the TOEFL 1, 2, 3. Some of you guys may even know that TOEFL textbooks, these books are really limited, and it's not widespread as IELTS. I mean, the books, the TOEFL itself is really widespread. But the books, there are not a lot of books. So I recommend you the second one, the official guide to the TOEFL 1, 2, 3. These are the great book. And the third one, TPO app. TPO app is an application for like for your phones or laptops, I guess, because I have it in my laptop. It's devised by Chinese people, and it's a great app because you will get 50 prep simulations. Okay, and I will provide you with all of this later in my presentation. So TPO app is a great app. And the next one is Kate TOEFL House. You will find her on YouTube. She will give like free of charge lessons. They are great lessons because I learned a lot about speaking template. Okay, I learned a lot about how to structure my speaking, because in TOEFL you have only let's say countable seconds, like 45 seconds, okay, 1 minute to express your idea. It is really short, unlike IELTS. And the next one is TOEFLresources.com with Michael. His essay writing videos really helped me, so these resources I highly recommend you guys. And the next one, Sam TOEFL. You can find his channel on Telegram. I downloaded a lot of books from his channel, and they really helped. So when I know I may seem to be giving some general information here, guys, but I highly recommend you to download these textbooks and channels and apps so that you will get it, you'll understand it, because it's not really hard. Like I said, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand. Okay, guys, here I know that all you can do it here. Okay, and the next one is textbooks and channels to start with for IELTS. So how I can start with textbooks and channels? The first one, improve your IELTS reading skills. This is a book, okay? It's not my recommendation here. It's a book, so a lot of you maybe already know this. I improved my IELTS reading. I know my IELTS reading, it's 7. Like overall, I got like 8, and then the lowest one was reading and then writing. I'm a slow reader. I don't know why, but this book really helped. I just get accustomed to reading and then reading strategies, because IELTS reading is not always reading fast and giving really great answers. It's all about understanding the type of the question. Okay, I know I'm not a great IELTS instructor, but what I learned from my mentors is you got to start with this strategies, okay, for reading. And then the next one, for listening strategies. If I'm not mistaken, it's a Chinese book. So guys, there are a lot of types of listening. For example, you will fire up your ears with how to start with task 1, task 2, task 3, and task 4, and the level will be more difficult and difficult time by time. Okay, and the next one is IELTS Advantage. This is a greatest book for me that ever happened to me so far in the sphere of IELTS, because you'll get to improve your IELTS writing skills. And the next one is Mindset for IELTS. So guys, here I am telling the names of the books. Mindset for IELTS. So Mindset for IELTS is a great book for your reading and then writing, okay? And the next one is Channel E2 Language, Jay's videos. I learned a lot about how to improve my reading, not necessarily writing. I know a lot of you guys are like you subscribe to his writing channels, but I could not actually structure my essays into his. Maybe like it's a taste of difference. And the next one is Al Simon's videos. It's a great channel. And the last one, Alt Zone. It's a Telegram one. Alt Zone, Alt Soldiers, and Diorbex Alts. It's not propaganda, okay, and or it's not advertisement, but I am enumerating the sources that I found really helpful. So Alt Zone and Alt Soldiers and Diorbex Alts, these are great channels. So you will get a lot of sources and really reliable, so dependable sources that will last for longer and improve your level or even score. Next one. Reach out for help online. I highly recommend you to reach out for help on Facebook, on Telegram, and because I get a lot of help while I was preparing for TOEFL. Like I said, the sources, the books are really limited. There are only 4 or 5 books that I could find at that time. So I highly recommend you guys to subscribe and then to be a member of these groups, okay, on Telegram and Facebook. Next. So right now we're talking about sort of networking. Okay, so what is networking? Networking is all about it's not the Uzbek translation of Tanish Bilish, okay, but it's more than that. You will get help from others because you did something in the first place. Okay, it's not all about corruption or that I'm doing a favor. It's all about helping each other. Okay, so here, even in the picture, you can see that these people are like connected, are strongly connected. For example, you are my student, you studied really well and you studied really hard. So when it comes to job offerings and job hunting, I'll tell you, okay, like Dilshoda, come on, there's a job that you really deserve. You can be a great like candidate for this job. Okay, this is like networking, you see, because I studied hard and my mentor is helping. So this is networking. And the second one, why does it matter? It really matters a lot because it can help you a lot. For example, I can say that these days, guys, I'm applying for a multiple of grants. I don't know whether they will work or not. I hope it works. I hope I'll like get accepted. I need recommendation letters from a lot of like professors or from the professionals in their field, in language field, okay? So I'll ask, can you please write a reference letter or recommendation letter? Can you please proofread my essays? Can you please give some feedbacks on my essays because I'm not feeling really confident this time, okay? So they will give hand. I know it sounds like, oh really? Everybody can do this. Not, because they are the professionals, okay? And the next one is, how can I build it from zero? Be active in everything, okay? Be active in conferences, festivals, not only conferences or festivals. Don't miss the opportunity. For example, even in this live video, I can give you help. Like later I will tell, okay? And how can I improve my networking? My secret was I usually searched people who got grants, who got accepted to different grants, and then they who have been traveling around the world and who are like alumni. And I sent them friend requests, and then when they got accepted, I asked help. I invited them to a cup of coffee. You see, and I helped to like I helped some of who really asked my help in return. Okay, and the next one is be altruist. Be altruist is help other people, even though you know that they cannot help you back. For example, my professors, my mentors, many of them know that I help them, but they still help me because they want me to grow. Okay, so be altruist, help. people, even though that you don't know or you are not sure they can help you back. Okay. And then the last one is be courageous. So feel some courage and like I said, feel some courage and then be confident. Okay, while networking. And the next one is um my networking journey. So how I improved my networking here, guys. The first of all, my journey started when I got accepted into Uzbekistan World's Language University. It was a great opportunity for me to get acquainted with a lot of people. And the next one is TOEFL IBD prep course at the U.S. Embassy in Tashkent. Like I said, it was initiated by Flora Toshiba, Flora Stones, my great mentor, and she helped me a lot to get acquainted with TOEFL, how to improve my speaking. She helped me a million times. You cannot even imagine. Next one is Bridge School of Tashkent. I was an intern there. You can still be intern if you're studying at university, people. So it's a great opportunity to know like professionals from different fields. If your field is engineering or mathematics or if it's like even bioengineering, there are a lot of teachers who teach world-class education to different students, okay, from different cultural backgrounds. And I have my mentors there, David, like Mark David and Mary Ramsdale, still helping me. It has been already 2 years since I left that school, but still they're helping me, okay? And the next one, English for Success, launched by the US Embassy in Tashkent. So I studied that course approximately 3 months. And the interesting thing is when you study in a particular course, not only will you get this a lot of assistantship and help from your mentor or from your teacher, but also you will widen your friend circle. You will not a lot of people who can help you. Okay, like an example could be my friend that in this course she's still helping me with proofreading of my essays because she got accepted to evening. Okay, you guys. You see a lot of help. And the next one is Susie Women's Leadership Development Program. It was a great program. Here I put a picture, and I'm the last one smiling at the back. I hope it can be like seen here. And well, here this is a big thing. This is a like serious thing to talk about because my networking circle was simply like exploded here because you will get a lot of friends and mentors, professionals, and teachers, professors from different countries. Okay, and they are so eager to help you because this is the aim of the program, to network. Okay, and the last one is Merit Learning Center, my home. I call this like my second home because I have been working here there like for 2 years, and I have been taking a short period of time break recently. So this is all about my networking journey here. And the next one is okay, so thank you for your attention, guys, a lot. So here I'll be providing some saying for you that can be help. Okay, so here is my email address if you need help. Okay, if you need help, like I don't know, maybe if you think I can help you, so please contact me. Please keep in touch. I'll be like more than happy, more than grateful to help you guys. And the next one is I have just yesterday or the day before yesterday, I have opened a new Telegram channel. The name is A Presence of Mind, Dilshoda. I don't know where the idea came, but I just opened this channel. And in this channel, I know I have counted a lot of resources, books, the names of the YouTube channels. Maybe you got a time to jot down them quickly or not, but I'll be posting, okay? I'll be posting this textbook specifically for TOEFL because IELTS it is attainable from different like channels, but TOEFL like TPO app, it's really hard to get TPO app. It was really challenging for me to set up the app on my laptop, even to get it. So I'll be posting all the resources and now, guys, it is a little bit like copyright thing here to follow. So it's all about this, and I have finished.
Thank you, Dilshoda. Thank you so much for your wonderful presentation and sharing with us and with our audience a great list of sources for TOEFL and IELTS preparation. It's been very helpful. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's move
Well, thank
forward
you. Thank you in
to.
the first place. It was a lot of pleasure.
Um, I want to remind again, while we're live, Dilshoda will be able to answer your questions. So please feel free to submit your
Mhm,
questions in the chat boxes, both on Facebook and YouTube, and we will answer them
mhm.
during this presentation. Okay, we have one question from Zibo Muradova. She is asking about your score. I think for if you have taken IELTS or TOEFL exams.
Okay, yeah. I took TOEFL 2 years back. It has already expired. I got 101, okay, 101 out of 120. So it is equal to 7.5 in IELTS. It was 2 years back. And IELTS, I got 8 in March 14th. On March 14th, I got IELTS like 8. My specific scores, the disappointing ones was from reading, but the other like speaking was 8.5, listening was 8.5, reading and writing they were 7. So yeah, was still happy though.
Thank you. Um, actually,
hmm
I want to ask a question. How long does it take to prepare for TOEFL and IELTS exams, just in general, to get familiar? Just give some.
In general, if your level is intermediate, okay. So if you're, it's a great question because if your level is intermediate and above intermediate, you got a chance because even in 3 months or 2 months with good preparation, you can take IELTS or TOEFL and then still get 7.5 or IELTS 8 and from TOEFL like above 100. It's really important for you to get above 100 if you're applying for a master's degree or for some prestigious universities.
Mhm. Thank you. Okay, next question from Zibo. What is your major field?
Oh yeah, that was brilliant question for thank you so much for reminding me of this thing. So my field was English linguistics, okay, English literature and English language itself.
Mhm. Okay,
So
thank
it's all
you.
about teaching.
Okay, we have a question from Nader Muhammadjanov, and I think I will help to answer you this question. He's asking, where can I find a native speaker in Tashkent? Um, I want to say, Nader, that
Um okay,
let me
mhm.
answer because American Center Tashkent
Yeah, for sure.
conducts
Uh-huh.
usually conducts chai chats and conversation clubs, but currently we are closed and
Mhm.
we don't have, unfortunately, in-person programs due to this pandemic. But we have
Mhm.
weekly chai chats on Fridays. So this Friday at 6 p.m. every Friday we have chai chats with native speakers. Please join while we're doing this. Currently, we're doing this virtually, but once we open, we will resume our regular programs where you'll be able to meet and talk to native speakers at the embassy in ACT. Okay.
Yeah.
We have other
Yeah, exactly because
We have some other comments. Gulbahor Mahmatkulova says, hello, Dilshoda. Kamaradin says, hello, Mr. Dilshoda. Thank you, Dilshoda. This is from
mhm,
Sabina. And a question from Gulbahor. What are you doing nowadays?
thank you so much to my friends.
She's asking, Gulbahor is asking, what are you doing
um,
nowadays?
a lot of things. If it's concerned about my study and then my teaching, I've been teaching in gymnasium in Jizak right now, and I'm studying TESOL, a course launched by Arizona State University. And you can, guys, you can do the same because it's free of charge. No, it's not free of charge. It's like 75,000 Uzbek soums. You have to pay for Coursera, and you can still study this beautiful course. You will get a lot of tips and feedbacks, and then the structure how to teach English if you are interested in teaching English. And I'm getting a lot of knowledge, and I'm keeping myself busy in this pandemic here.
Thank you. Um,
Mhm.
can you just shortly talk about your exchange experience in the United States about SUSI program, about your experience?
Mhm. Yes, yes, exactly. Well, first of all, I was going to make a presentation about my Susi experience abroad, but I got to know that some other girls have already done before me, so I decided to devote my talk about IELTS and TOEFL. But it is a great opportunity for me right now to express my gratitude for all people in U.S. Embassy and Susi program, because Susi program is all about women's leadership, to showing it's about showing your like confidence. How can you be a future leader, like in the future? How can you take great actions? Because even if you finish this program, for example, we finished this program last year and we came back to Uzbekistan, but we are still getting a lot of micro grant applications. This is like micro grant application that you can apply for a grant and you will get money, so like funds, and you will start your own project in Uzbekistan, like many projects. I know that a lot of girls are opening their language centers, like if they're interested in teaching, and women help centers, like psychology help centers. So it is all about how can you be a future leader. If I speak about like in detail, it was a great opportunity and experience in Seattle, in Washington, and in Washington D.C. and to study in Green River College with other like 30 girls from different countries and from different cultural backgrounds. So it's all about, like I said, networking and mentorship, guys.
Just great. Yeah. Following this question, what was, please name three things. I like to ask this question from our
Mhm,
alumni. And please name three
mhm.
things that you wanted to change upon your arrival in Uzbekistan.
Um, that I would like to change about what? Sorry, I
What did
couldn't
you
hear.
get from that exchange experience that you wanted to immediately change in your community or in your career or
Oh,
work
yeah.
area?
So here I gotta be a little bit serious, because first of all, I would like to improve and change education system in Uzbekistan, because currently I'm working in gymnasium. It's a school. It's like a grammar school for talented students. But even in this talented student school, there are a lot of problems that should be solved. And the next one is gender equality. When I say gender equality, it's not the sayings that you people think. It's gender equality in education. I would really would like, because I have had a lot of experience in living and in being raised in some remote areas of Uzbekistan, like in villages. Okay, and I know that a lot of girls are not given opportunities to study, even in public schools. Okay, because they are prepared to get married and then to experience some assaults later in their life, okay, because they're made and they think it is their destiny, okay. So I would like to change the second one, the attitude to women's education. And the third of all, I don't know, let me think. I would like to change I don't know,
You actually,
teachers strategies maybe, because like I said, I'm studying TESOL and I got to know that me as a teacher, like a recent language instructor, and then a lot of other teachers, they have to change their strategies while they're teaching, okay? Because we have been heavily relying on old strategies that have been like out of use, and it is not effective at all. So I would like to change the strategies and the attitude of teachers to teaching itself.
mhm.
So these are the three things.
Great points and sounds very inspirational. Thank you. Okay, next
Thank you
question
so much.
from Zibo Muradova. How did you show your leadership?
How
I,
did I show? That is a really great question. Yeah. So I'm still on the path of showing my leadership. It is not all about like, okay, I showed my leadership, so I can take a rest now. So when you participate in this type of program, you are leader for the rest of your life. Okay, just like you are like Superman or I don't know. But how did I show? I conducted multiple of workshops in different universities with another Susi alumna, Kamala Bekniozova. So we conducted different workshops about gender equality, gender educations, and how to apply for SUSI application, and some feedbacks and tips. Because while applying for SUSI, I couldn't figure out some answers to some of my questions, and it was really hard. So we helped some girls. We opened some kind of help center there. Okay, but now I'm working on my teaching course. I applied for a microgrant application. I hope it will be positive. I will get a positive response. So still on the path of showing my leadership, guys.
Thank you. Next question from Gulshan Mahmouda. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. Have you implemented any projects for women in Uzbekistan upon returning from your SUSI program?
hmm So, well, I have to be honest here. I really, really want to open up a project in remote parts of the village, like Uzbekistan, like I said, like in villages or some like far away districts. And for this, I'm going to apply for women's studies in my master's degree because even though I got a degree in teaching language, I got to be a professional to lead this way. And for that reason, I'm going to apply for women's studies. And then I am actually aiming for bigger projects to lead because women's topic is such a critical topic in Uzbekistan, and it can't be done in a rather not serious way. You got to be really really serious because there are different standpoints from religious, from political, from economic, and from different educational sides. So for this, I think, and I believe I gotta have my MA, masters in this sphere, and then I could be professional. So I think this is my answer.
Thank you. One more question from Mind Hack. How can I deal with grammar without spending a lot of time?
Okay, this is a great question. If you are the person who enjoys watching videos or interactive games, or simply gets bored while reading grammar textbooks, I highly recommend you to watch some YouTube channels. The 101 YouTube channel was a great one. So search help online or Facebook, like English teachers from Uzbekistan. There's a like channel on Facebook, English teachers from Uzbekistan, and whatever like question you have, they will find the answer. Or Mentor Hub. This is a great one. This is my great helper these days, launched by Nodresa Muhammedova and usually led by Ulubek Nur Muhammedov. And this channel, Mentor Hub, whenever I have any question about teaching language, how can I improve some sphere of my language, that they will come like to help first. Okay, so I highly recommend to log into Mentor Hub in Facebook channels.
Thank you. Last comment from Hafizullah Sabirov. He thanks for the presentation and he says that uh, he learned a lot of things. And thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
it's
Hafizullah.
actually time to wrap up, and I don't see any other questions from our
Mm-hmm.
viewers. I want to thank
Mm-hmm.
you again for this wonderful presentation and for being with us today. It's been really helpful, interesting, and inspirational. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and thanks a lot to our audience for your questions, for watching
Mm-hmm.
us today, and hope to see you all
Yeah.
next time.
Yay. So yeah, I really enjoy. Thank you so much. If I could be a little help to your learning or studying process, it is a great honor for me. And thank you so much, guys, for being here and for the supporters.
Thank you. Stay
And for
healthy,
the
everyone.
US Embassy and for you and for giving this opportunity for me.
You're welcome, and thank you. All right,
Thank
stay
you.
healthy, and bye bye.
Bye bye.